Hey everyone, welcome to the Checker Chat. I'm Justin.
Are you sure you're Justin?
I'm positive that I'm Justin.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm Justin.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm Blake.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. At least I didn't forget how to do the intro.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sorry. It's been a long week. Been a long week. Anyways, guys, we're coming off of the Daytona 500.
The best Daytona 500 of the next gen era.
Yeah.
Easily.
I mean,
best finish
for sure.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Don't take that out of context. Anyways, yeah, so we're coming off the Daytona 500. Congrats to 2311 for coming in and winning right after a lawsuit was settled with NASCAR.
Well, honestly, everybody that won this weekend was involved in the lawsuit.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, one of the winners of the weekend was kind of involved through like a stray bullet of the lawsuit, but technically all three were.
Yeah.
Yeah, congrats to the 45 team, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean, of all the people that could have won,
Yeah.
I mean, well, I'm not going to say they could have won because there was a lot more people running up at the end that I would have much rather seen win.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad.
I mean, if it's going to be a Toyota, I'm fine with it being Reddick.
Yeah, valid.
Because he's probably my second favorite Toyota driver behind Briscoe.
Yeah.
I'd
say that. That's probably in the same boat because Briscoe would definitely be number one. But yeah, so we're not going to give away too much from the actual weekend because
other than we just told you.
Yeah,
I mean, not that you didn't watch the race, but
yes. And if you're not watching the race and then listening to this, I'm so sorry.
Maybe you should go watch the race.
Maybe you should watch the race and then come back. Pause this.
Yeah.
Remember where you are. I mean, Spotify and everything normally saves it, but remember where you are and then come back.
Yeah.
Go watch the race. Anyways, so we also had some news this weekend come out. Some fun topics, some driver announcements throughout the season, and then some stuff for Atlanta coming up this week, which we will be there
all weekend.
Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we'll be there all day. Hopefully in the morning in the fan zone and stuff, we won't be dodging rain. I mean,
the only chance of rain Saturday is in the morning.
Yeah.
So
past that, we'll be good.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we will see you guys in Atlanta. Those who are going to be there, come say hey.
Yeah.
Come find us. Come.
We'll have trading cards on hand.
We will.
We would love to talk wheel with people.
Talk wheel. I brought up this week at work to Avery. I said that we know wheel. Never heard it.
Wade says it a good bit.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Wade.
I see it on social media a good bit too. It's okay.
I don't know how I've missed it, but
It's okay.
Anyways.
Justin just crawled out of his rock, as you could tell from forgetting how to do the intro.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, so in our news this week, Jimmy Johnson announces that next year's Daytona 500 will be his last Cup race ever.
Thank God.
Yeah.
And let me preface my thank God with I like Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
But we've got to the point where like all that he is doing is like kind of tainting the legacy.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he's a 7-time champion. You're never going to be able to take that away from him. He's tied for the most ever, and nobody's ever going to touch that record.
Yeah.
However, it's just kind of got embarrassing.
Yeah. No, I totally get what you're saying. Because, I mean, he says that he's stopping to focus on building a world-class team with legacy. Which,
go for it.
Yeah, that's what he should have been doing from the get-go, in my opinion.
And they're rumored now to try and field a third car next year.
Yeah.
From what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
I saw one theory that Jesse Love is going to go there, but that feels interesting because, like, if I'm RCR, I'm not giving Jesse Love up.
Yeah, no,
like,
I mean,
easily.
I could see Heim going there.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's already a Toyota.
If the world of NASCAR worked how it should, and people were rewarded based off talent and not money, then Riley Herbst would go to Legacy and Corey Heim would get a 2311 car.
Yeah.
Just saying. Or just we're going to go ahead and I'm going to say something that I'll probably, if you're a Toyota fan, I'll catch some heat for. but you move Riley Herbst to Legacy. He gets that third car. You put Ty Gibbs in 2311, and you put Corey Heim in JGR because Corey Heim could drive circles around Ty Gibbs in equal equipment. I will stand on it. That is definitely I will stamp it. That is my opinion.
That's a valid. Yeah, I agree.
But we all know that Nepo baby Ty Gibbs, with the last name that he carries and being in the family, will never race anywhere other than Joe Gibbs. So,
yeah,
I mean, keep dreaming.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. So speaking of Corey Heim, because we were just talking about him, Corey Heim is going to be running in the trucks in Atlanta. We're going to get into some more drivers when we get to the Atlanta section who are also going to be running. Another one, Carson Quaffle, is driving 4 races for DGM, finally rounding out his O'Reilly schedule with this in the number 91.
Yeah. And all of those, except for one, will be a road course.
Gotcha.
Which, I mean, I'm slightly confused on the whole junior motorsport situation this year about like giving somebody majority of a season and then not finishing it.
Yeah.
Because
no, I agree.
Rajah, okay, I get that there isn't like a whole bunch of sponsorship backing other than HendrickCars.com, but also you could run a whole year off HendrickCars.com. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
But Quaffle has Bass Pro Shops.
Yeah.
And like he has all the other, like he rotates around through the other junior motorsport sponsorships throughout the year also. Like I get that early on he wasn't going to run the full year, and then he did good enough as the year went on through points and whatnot to like basically get the ride again. Because it was going to be a pretty decent split between him and Zilich. But like, yes, all right, putting Zilich back in a junior motorsports car in the Xfinity or in the O'Reilly series, after the year he had in the Xfinity series last year, and doing it all on road courses, you're guaranteeing yourself at least a 50% win rate right there.
Yeah.
So like that, I get it. That's fine. But like, it also kind of sucks for Carson Quaffle because like, why, if you're already not giving Rajah all the races, why are you not just putting Zilich back in the 88? Like,
no, I agree. It's
just interesting.
Yeah, it's a really weird layout that they have for drivers this season.
Yeah.
And then I'll let you take this last one because you wanted to talk about this.
Cody Ware will be making his first O'Reilly Series start since 2021 at Atlanta. We're coming off of the Daytona 500 where, I mean, for a while he didn't look bad. We all know that, honestly, the only tracks that I feel like he really ever shows that he belongs in a race car are super speedways. He's not a bad super speedway racer, but I'm kind of interested to see what he can do in an Xfinity or in an O'Reilly. Oh my God. I did it once last week and I was like, no, we're over it. We're good. In an O'Reilly's car, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race car. There we go. Because like, it's not your Daytona, Talladega, where like handling isn't obviously Daytona this year. Handling in O'Reilly's cars were an issue.
Yeah,
but imagine that, and now you put it on Atlanta, where every series has handling issues. It's gonna be very interesting. He's either gonna run up front and wreck at some point, or he's going to cause like I don't know. Like I think he'll cause a big wreck at some point, or he'll just kind of be hanging out in the back chilling.
Yeah, I could see it either way. Well, I think that wraps up news for this week.
Not a whole lot. So I guess, like we said, congrats to all the teams that were affected by the lawsuit.
Yep.
You honestly couldn't have wrote a more interesting script for the Daytona weekend based off of.
100% agree. You ready to dive into some trucks?
Yeah. So what started the weekend out as what I've thought for me personally was going to be the most depressing race to watch after the way that it started ended up not. Shout out to the Daytona 500, but we started off real fast, real early.
Yeah.
Lap 6, Cletus gets loose off turn 4, hitting the inside wall and ending his day. He was 9th at the time. He qualified 12th, I think, 12th or 13th. I know he qualified in the top 15. And I saw clips of like door bumper clear that were like, what are we doing? Just letting social media personalities get out here and race. Like, I understand that he drives all these cars and like this, that, and the other, but like he doesn't have any business being out here. He out qualified many regulars.
Yeah.
He was running ninth.
Yeah.
Like, yes, his lack of experience is what ultimately caused him to wreck out on lap 6, but also, A, he's not bad. B, how else do you expect this man to get experience? Are
Yeah,
we
I
not
mean-
in the lowest level of NASCAR?
Yeah.
It's like top 3 touring, however you want to say it, series. And mind you, I would like to, play devil's advocate on that.
I think I know where you're going with
He
this.
saved the whole field
Okay. No.
by like the way, like when he had too much wheel in it and it got loose and it snapped. He very easily could have overcorrected and killed over half of the truck field.
Yeah.
He just went left and hoped for the best to try to keep it off the inside wall.
Yeah.
Like, he arguably wrecked that car, saving everybody else's day.
Yeah.
Where did you think I was going with it?
I thought you were going to go into we have a driver who is in the next step up or was doing a one-off in the next step up.
We'll get to that.
Who went mock Jesus into a wreck after 15 seconds after the wreck happened.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
Yeah. So lap 20, Hocevar was able to win stage 1 in a photo finish over Tanner Gray. Stage 1 was just dominated by Hocevar / McDowell. Honestly, most of the race was. They kind of worked together good, got out and controlled the field, and they were very good at controlling the field. So then we'll go lap 24 on the pit stops. Chris Wright gets penalized for speeding on pit road, and Daniel Dye gets penalized for too many crew members over the wall. On lap 30, Daniel Hemrick gets black flagged for needing to fix his spoiler brackets while running 7th, I guess through camera. Like, camera footage, through teams that, like, take pictures throughout the race. Because I learned that sitting on the pit box for Big Machine last year, that like there are photographers around the track that will just photograph like a bunch and it automatically goes onto like the laptop. Like, and so for qualifying, a lot of times they'll have pictures of like, let's say you're Allgaier, you're sitting there with your team and you're looking at pictures of how Quatful just ran, what line, how far down, where was the spoiler placed, where, okay, he ran this and this is how he was doing the turns. Like, they have that kind of stuff. So I'm assuming through that, they were like, hey, his spoiler ain't right.
Yeah.
So that sucked because at the time he was running 7th. It took him a couple laps. He made his way down pit road, got it fixed, never was able to recover. Lap 34, while leading, Hocevar's truck loses power in the tri-oval, dropping him all the way back to 24th, and Lane Riggs inherited the lead through that. There's one thing about Hocevar. He's going to have something go wrong out of his control, it feels like. Lap 36, Jake Garcia gets loose off turn 4 while running 15th and crashes into Tony Stewart. Ends Tony Stewart's day, truck's destroyed. Stewart Friesen also picked up minor damage in it, but at that point, I was just kind of like, well, yippee, there goes Cletus early. There goes Tony. Which Tony's hurt more because, like, Cletus, I was like, okay, like, that was inexperience. Like, that sucks, but you can't really expect the world out of somebody making their first truck start. Tony, I was like, oh, he didn't do anything wrong. They finally were working on the truck, and he looked like he was going to have speed, and then it just wrong place, wrong time. That would end stage 2 under caution, where on lap 40, Chandler Smith picked up the stage win. On lap 42, under the pit stops, McDowell got penalized for an equipment interference. Lap 47, after restarting in the lead, Nick Lights got shuffled all the way to the back of the pack. I guess that was just one of those. They were like, who? No, I'm good. I think we should just send him, like, let's work with people we know. Even though he was in a Tricon truck. Lap 58, McDowell has fought back to second after his penalty. And in turn 4, Hocevar gets a flat tire from the lead, plummeting through the field before spinning. And John Hunter Nemechek got the lead there. Around lap 62, under the yellow flag, Justin Haley inherited the lead, becoming the first Ram driver to lead in the Truck Series since 2014, which Ram had a pretty decent showing, I feel like. Like, Justin Haley, as you would expect, kind of a one-trick pony when it comes to like plate racing, super speedway racing,
Yeah.
whatever you'd like to call it, drafting track racing. Butterbean really held his own throughout the day. Minnie, I mean, honestly, did about as I expected him to. Rode around in the back, survived, and made the best he could out of the day. I mean, for a guy that races nothing but short tracks and just won a competition show, reality show, I guess whatever you want to call it, and is making his first NASCAR start at a track that is like way bigger than anything he has ever raced on. Completely different style of racing. I feel like overall he did good. The car didn't have a whole lot of damage. He finished the race.
Yeah.
So that's about all you can.
Then also his pit crew member.
Oh, that was Arca.
Oh, that was Arca?
Yeah.
I thought that was my bad. Anyways.
Yeah. He also ran Arca, and there was a
little person, yes.
Okay. I was trying to make sure that I was going with the most appropriate.
Yeah, I got you.
Yes. That was his front tire changer.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I saw it and I was like, huh. Because you think back to if you kept up with the truck series or you still keep up with dirt to this day, Rico Abreu, he ran truck races in the mid 2010s. He's a big dirt guy. Well, not big. He is also a little person.
Oh, okay.
But that I was like, nice. Like it's just I don't know. It's like
it's cool to see.
Yeah, because more power to you. Like you don't see anybody else doing that. Also, though, for Minnie's Arca race, he was in a Chevy because Ram isn't there. So what they did was they didn't put like the Chevrolet decals on it, and they painted the bow ties black, and it was just all sponsored by Ram. So that was funny.
That's awesome.
So lap 71, Grant Enfinger slows from 10th with a flat tire, but was able to continue with no caution. Lap 73, Jason Kitzmiller, who is an ARCA regular, I believe, spins off turn 4 from around 25th, but is also able to continue with no caution. Lap 74, Lane Riggs slows from around 13th with a flat left front tire after contact with Tyler Ankrum, but he's slowly able to work his way back around the track, and no caution is thrown. Lap 80, Carson Hocevar spins, exiting the tri-oval from 29th after another flat left rear tire. Teams were getting way too aggressive with tire pressures, it feels like.
100%.
Other than Lane Riggs, his was from contact, but a lot of flats at Daytona when you don't really expect it.
Yeah.
Lap 85, Justin Haley and Tanner Gray lead the field back to green, setting up kind of the last, I think that's about last 20 laps of the race.
Yeah.
Lap 88, Carson Hocevar spins off turn 4 with contact from Cole Butcher, but is able to make it down pit road, no caution being thrown. Lap 96, Taylor Gray gets tapped by Ty Majeski and spins from 17th off turn 4, and then that also collects Dawson Sutton, Spencer Boyd, Minnie Tyrell, it collects Dawson Sutton and Spencer Boyd, and then Minnie Tyrell and Travis Pastrana bounce off the wall while trying to avoid the wreck.
That was another one that, I mean, I feel like a lot of people that I'm going to say, I think kind of got overshadowed by Cletus and Tony, but Travis Pastrana running in the truck series.
He ran a full season or maybe 2 full seasons in the Xfinity series with Roush in like the early to mid 2010s.
I knew that. Him coming back.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I mean, I think both of those, and then you throw Travis Pastrana in there, that also completely overshadowed the fact that Stenhouse was in that race, making his truck debut. Like, it was just a lot of storylines, and it was really good for the truck race. Also, I mean, I know we're almost done with the truck race, but big kudos to everyone in the trucks that night, because NASCAR was on it with not throwing cautions where cautions weren't needed, letting them race it out when they could. Great. All weekend, I felt like they were very consistent, very good with not having not being too trigger happy on the yellow.
Yeah.
But that is one of the cleanest, one of the best truck races at a drafting track that I've seen in a long time. And that's really good because sometimes that series can turn into a complete dumpster fire.
Yeah.
So all around kudos to everybody. But we got an overtime restart.
Yep.
And again, they made it good. It was not a bad overtime. We didn't get into multiple. It was one overtime. On the restart, McDowell and Honeycutt lead the field to green. Honeycutt clears for the lead in turn 1. Nemechek and McDowell make contact, causing McDowell to spin off turn 4, collecting Chris Wright. They get the white flag, and they're able to race all the way around. I believe McDowell and Chris Wright both made it down pit road. So lap 102, last lap of the race, John Hunter Nemechek gets a big run down the backstretch, bumps Gio Ruggiero, who's running second, causing Gio to get sideways, makes a save. Great save.
Yeah.
Nemechek shoots into the lead, and then Gio gets back up on track next to Ekis. They were racing for second off, or in turn 4. John Hunter Nemechek then again blocks Gio, and that kind of stacks everybody up. And then when that stacks everybody up, makes them 3 wide. Everybody's going for a move, and the seas part, and the bright green truck with a freaking bass down the side of it just flies by, and Chandler Smith wins by 0.04 seconds over Gio.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which, like, yes, did I pick Tony Stewart last week? And what I'm about to say sound dumb, and you're probably not going to believe me? Probably. I picked Tony Stewart off of nostalgia, which I think I touched on.
Yeah.
But, like, honestly, I really thought Gio was going to, like, I felt like he had one of the best shots to win the race. I'm not going to say, oh, he was actually my, like, nah, I won't do that. Like, I know how that sounds. But I really thought he had a good shot at it. And when it came down to the end and Chandler Smith barely beat him, I was like, ugh.
Yeah. That was, I mean, like, this top 10 is really interesting to me because, I mean, you have Chandler Smith who won, Gio in second, Christian Eckes third, Ty Majeski in fourth, John Hunter Nemechek in fifth, Ricky Stenhouse doing his Truck Series debut in sixth, and then Brendan Queen in seventh, first top 10 for Ram, I think by one of probably the biggest prospect to come into the Truck Series this season. Eighth, Caden Honeycutt. 9, Tyler Ankrum, and then rounding it out with Stuart Friesen.
Which, it was a big day for Hallmar Friesen, getting both trucks in the top 10. Honeycutt doing about what we expect, getting good finishes in the 11 truck that he inherited. Eckes, not surprising at all. I think he could have a very solid and borderline dominant season coming back to the Truck Series. Yeah, and then Brendan Butterbean Queen.
Yeah. I'm more
kicking Ram off in the right way with the first top 10 on their, I mean, the first top 10 for him in their first race back in the series.
Yeah, I am more shocked by Ricky Stenhouse.
Like finishing that high? Or,
yeah.
I don't know. He's just so good at super speedway racing.
That's true.
And you'll see as we go farther down, he had front row seats for the 2 best finishes of the weekend. Because now we're gonna get to the O'Reilly series.
Woo!
Yeah. So cars, before we even get into the race, cars that had to drop to the rear. Anthony Alfredo for a driver change, because big shout out to Cesar Baccarella, something like that, and Alpha Prime. Alfredo was not able to qualify in the race with his usual 96 car. He is running full time this year. So Cesar was nice enough to give up his car so Alfredo could still run and earn points, which it's just one of those things, like, you love to see it. And I saw a video where Cesar was talking about it, and he was like, look, I didn't even know that if I was going to make it down there to race until like a couple weeks before, when I finally got a motor.
Yeah.
And who helped me get the motor was, I believe it was Alfredo's agent or somebody, like, he got an ECR motor that also, like, basically it was just a big overlap in people, and he was like, yeah, I'll give the car up for Alfredo. Harrison Burton had to drop to the back along with Kyle Sieg, Carson Ware, and Parker Retzloff, all for unapproved adjustments. So now we'll get into the race. Lap 1, Austin Hill leads the field to green from the outside with Jesse Love also on the front row. The field stacks up immediately. Not even the full, what was it, like a 38 car field, 40 car field, something like that?
Yeah.
We probably got 2/3 of the field over the start finish line before there was a wreck. Like, the last car didn't even cross the start finish line. That caused Brendan Poole and Jeremy Clements to spin into the infield. Mason Maggio got heavy front end damage. Alfredo got damaged. Luke Fenhouse got damaged. Natalie Decker got damaged. Patrick Emmerling got damaged, along with LeVar Scott, Josh Williams, Josh Bilicki, Harrison Burton, and Carson Ware. And we made it. The leaders made it a couple hundred yards, maybe, from the start finish line. Like, okay, we come off of the trucks. Great night. They got praised. They deserved it. They kept it clean. What in the world? What
Yeah.
are we doing?
Yeah, like I would expect this from the truck series,
Yeah.
not O'Reilly's.
I mean, O'Reilly's does go off the rails. If we're gonna be honest with ourselves,
That's true.
So then by lap 4, many cars have stopped for repairs and just an examination of the car, what is wrong with it, what has happened. Then lap 7, here's where the race actually starts with no wreck.
Yeah.
William Sawalich clears for the lead on this one. And then lap 14, Nick Sanchez, who restarted 22nd, has rallied up to 4th behind Austin Hill, Jesse Love, and Carson Quapfel. Lap 27, Luke Fenhouse had his hood fly off entering turn 1. Arguably is going to be in contention for like the best radio moment of the whole entire year.
I haven't even seen this.
I'll play it for you afterwards.
Okay.
But in an effort to keep this show very friendly or very family friendly, you just get the WTF, like the hood flew off.
Yeah.
The hood flew. What do you mean? And then he's in there. Can I race without a hood? And they're like, yeah, you can race without it. The hood flew off. Everybody's like, what is happening? The hood flew off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Lap 28. Corey Day spins off turn 4 from 9th, barely clips the inside wall with the left rear, and is able to continue. But like honestly, it was where they have the gap in the wall so emergency and safety vehicles can fly out when needed. Upon first watch, I was like, man, he got lucky. He didn't even touch it. And then the second time I was like, did he touch it? And then I saw damage later and I was like, okay, he did touch it. But that was almost a carbon copy of what happened to Cletus. He was able to keep it off the wall and have very minimal damage. But also, if we're going to drag Cletus through the mud this week,
yeah,
like keep the same energy. But I digress. Lap 30, Sammy Smith gets spun by Sam Mayer while running 4th, which triggers a multi-car incident involving Gio Ruggiero, Sheldon Creed, and Nick Sanchez. And with that, Austin Hill wins stage 1 over Jesse Love. Lap 33, Corey Day receives the free pass. On lap 34, Hocevar is penalized for improper fueling. Lap 35, LeVar Scott is penalized for an uncontrolled tire. Now we're going to get in a little rhythm here. What in the world?
Corey Effect.
Corey Day, I have no clue because I'm looking back and I've already had to do that a couple times in the truck where I'm like, I know that's not what I typed. Why is that like that?
Yeah.
Anyway, lap 59, Corey Day gets sideways off turn 4 again from 7th, but is able to save it, keep going, and Sam Mayer slows from the pack feeling like he has a tire issue. Lap 60, Austin Hill wins stage 2. Woo. But rounding out the top 5, you had Carson Quapfel, Justin Allgaier, William Sawalich, and Rajah Caruth. Lap 61, Hocevar receives the free pass. We go to lap 71. Rajah Caruth gets loose in the middle lane of turn 4, running 8th, makes contact with Taylor Gray, but both are able to continue. Not big damage. Rajah was pretty impressive, I will say.
Yeah. No, I mean, he did really well.
Unless you listen to Jesse Love's radio, which, love Jesse Love.
Love Jesse Love.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Trying to piece that together when that's his literal last name. But it was just one of those where I was like, okay, dude, please don't start sounding like your teammate. Because at that one point, he's like, what is the 88 doing outside of me? He can't keep his car straight. But like, God forbid somebody come up and race an RCR car on a drafting track.
Yeah.
Like, I really like you, but like, do not turn into Austin Hill, please.
Yes,
like,
please don't. For the love of God.
Yeah.
We don't need another Austin Hill.
Lap 74, Austin Green gets spun by Patrick Staropoli, but is able to continue. Then we go lap 82. Daniel Dye was penalized for too fast exiting pit road. Lap 86, Harrison Burton is penalized for a commitment line violation. Lap 87, Jesse Love cycles back to the front of the field for all the cars that have pitted, and there are 6 lead lap cars that have yet to pit. Then on lap 92, entering turn 1, Ryan Sieg gets tapped by Jeb Burton, who spins, triggering a multi-car crash that included Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier, Sam Mayer, Jeremy Clements, Taylor Gray, and then Natalie Decker felt left out, so she had to fly into the wreck too. The race was red flagged for cleanup, and honestly, all around, Natalie Decker was an absolute PR nightmare.
Yeah.
For the weekend of Daytona, she went on the
Bert Kreischer, yeah.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
God, yeah. Man doesn't wear a shirt. What does Natalie Decker do? Tie her fire suit around her waist and just post a picture in a bra with Bert. I mean, go off, I guess, but like, interesting. that wouldn't be an issue if it wasn't for her absolute lack of driving and like the borderline, like the only reason that she's there is because how she looks aspect, I guess you could say, is a running theory that some people have. But I mean, listening to Door Bumper Clear and like Carson Elledge talking about it and like what other female like drivers who are competent, who know how to drive a race car, who probably belong in that car. No, who don't probably, who belong in that car before Natalie Decker does, just talk about how much of an absolute embarrassment it was and like how sometimes stuff like that can make it hard for women that actually belong and have talent to get the respect.
Yeah.
Like, I just, like, Brad Keselowski had to go retake a NASCAR driver's test.
Yeah.
Where's her NASCAR driver's test?
Yeah, I mean, she just...
I mean, a good 15 seconds back. Yeah. Like, a lap around Bristol behind the wreck.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what is he doing? Why did he come back up the track? I would have cleared that if it wasn't for that. Oh, I don't know. His brakes are in 10,000 pieces laying across the track. His tires are pointed in every which direction. The car's junked. The hood's laying on the windshield.
Yeah.
Like, there's no steering at that point. He's doing what he can, but it comes back up the track. Maybe you shouldn't be going 100 miles an hour or whatever around the... Like, just slow down. The field gets froze under yellow. You're not gaining spots.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I agree. There's plenty of women who deserve to be in that seat.
Any seat.
Yeah, any seat in general. And it just is a bad look for women in motorsports. I'm not saying that all women are like her and are going to crash out on the radio like that, but like...
And it's also like keying up the radio button is a choice.
Yes. It's not like it's a live all the time thing.
Like, just say that in your helmet and don't like, oh my God, that was awful.
Yeah, because I mean, they can pull anything and put it on the broadcast, and they did. So, yeah, that was a whole ordeal.
And then, I mean, just kudos to the booth. Not just tearing her to shreds, not like keeping it professional, but basically being like, you don't have any room to complain when you had 15 seconds to miss the wreck and your car did have working brakes and you could stop.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
So then on lap 93, Austin Hill pits from third for tires. Also pitting was Corey Day, Carson Ware, Anthony Alfredo, Jordan Anderson, Brennan Poole, Daniel Dye, and Josh Bilicki. Now at this point, I understand that a lot of people racing up front are like, well, whatever Austin Hill does, we're going to do the opposite of. We're tired of him winning. But when he came back out 12th with brand new tires, I was like, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
There's no way. I'll save the rest of my Austin Hill rant until the end.
Gotcha.
So lap 97, Jesse Love and Sammy Smith lead the field to green. By lap 98, one lap in, Austin Hill restarted 12th, is up to 5th. Lap 99, Austin Hill. What does he do? He pushes Jesse Love to the lead off of turn 4. So now he's in second.
Yep.
2 laps in. Lap 100, William Sawalich gets sideways from 5th, triggering a multi-car crash that included Justin Allgaier, Corey Day, Harrison Burton, Jeb Burton, Kyle Sieg, Patrick Emmerling, Carson Hocevar, LeVar Scott, Patrick Staropoli, Daniel Dye, Taylor Gray, and Rajah Caruth. So now if you're counting, it's 2 big wrecks in a row that Allgaier has been smack dab in the middle of.
Mm-hmm.
That car is held together by hopes, dreams, and duct tape at this point. Like, it is not pretty. Lap 108, Jesse Love and Austin Hill are your control cars leading the field to green. Lap 109, we didn't get very far. There is a debris caution for Jeb Burton, losing a right front tire, which I don't know why I worded it like that. I'm pretty sure he just blew a tire. I don't think the tire completely came off, so sorry I worded it like that. Lap 110, Patrick Staropoli gets the free pass. We go to lap 115, Rajah Caruth running 10th, blows a left rear tire, exiting turn 2, bounces off of Carson Quaffle, spins on the backstretch along with Carson Hocevar, and at that point, Austin Hill is declared the leader of the race, with Jesse Love being sent back to 4th. Lap 119, Austin Hill leads from the inside with Sammy Smith on the outside. Final restart of the race. They both remain side by side, with Carson Quaffle getting a big run down the backstretch that causes the outside lane to deteriorate. Sammy Smith and Jesse Love fade, with Austin Hill leading Brennan Poole and Justin Allgaier to the white flag. The same car who's being held together by just, I mean, it's a miracle that car's around the track. Yeah. Lap 120, Allgaier, who at this point, the only thing that car was good for was pushing somebody. Pushes Brennan Poole. little too hard. But I will say it looked like the timing was bad with Jordan Anderson getting into the back of Allgaier. So that that ruins Poole's contention. You think maybe Allgaier has a shot, but the car is just not gonna do good unless it's drafting behind somebody. And then you're like, Jordan Anderson might win. Nope. Austin Hill wins by 0.08 seconds over Justin Allgaier. So your winner, big shocker here. Upset of the century. Austin Hill wins on a drafting track. In second place, you have Allgaier. Third place is Ryan Sieg. Fourth place is Jordan Anderson. Fifth place, Sammy Smith. Sixth is Ryan Ellis. Great finish for him. Seventh, Quapful. Eighth is Blaine Perkins. Ninth is Jesse Love. And Rajah Caruth finishing out in 10th with an all-Chevy top 10.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know there's not a lot of other manufacturers in O'Reilly's, but sweep in the top 10.
And Anthony Alfredo with a beat-up, mangled-up race car that's not even his, brought home 11.
Yeah.
Good for him. My little Austin Hill rant, and then we'll keep it rolling. I know the field is tired of him winning as much as we are. Why on God's green earth is it that every time he gets put back in the pack, people are like, yeah, I'm going to go with Austin Hill.
Yeah.
Yes, is he going to get you to the front? Absolutely. Are you going to be able to pass him? No, you're not.
Yeah.
Not happening. Literally, like, the only time he got past all race, Jesse Love pulled off, like, the greatest move, like, that just caught him off guard.
Yeah.
Like, other than that, you're literally going to have to work together to push him out of the way and shuffle him back. Is he going to come back? Sure, but you have control at that point. He doesn't.
Yeah.
You let him get control of a race, it's over. I do not like the guy. I cannot stand the guy. The guy is easily my least favorite driver in all three series. But with that being said, you have to give credit where credit's due, and he is the best super speedway racer in all three series. But Jesse Love doesn't even work with him all the time, which I respect, that like your teammates and you're like, hey, we're both really good at this. Let's just race each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, at some point, the rest of the field is just going to have to make it a point to, when they get a run, take it. The people behind you, go with them. Spotters, hey, Austin Hill's leading the outside. So if you're in the outside and you get a run, everybody go the same way, and we're going to send Austin to the back.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, at some point, you just have to work smart.
They're just going to have to gang up on him.
Literally. I mean, he is the big bad bully of the series. Are we going to stand up to him, or are we just going to, yeah, you can have it?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it literally feels like. Sometimes the field's just like, yeah, I guess I'll just take my third place finish and go home.
I totally get what you're saying. Yeah. It's just going to take them to get their heads out of their asses and team up and go against him.
Yeah. Which I really hope we see at Atlanta this weekend.
Yeah. I hope so too. I don't want to have to sit through another Austin Hill win in Atlanta.
On the front row. Watching him do the burnout in front of us and get out and be like, yeah.
If he does the whole time, I'm flipping him off the whole time. The whole entire time. I hope that it gets caught on the broadcast. I hope it does. That'd be great.
I'm interested to see. So when it comes to driver intros this weekend, it's his home track. He's from the state of Georgia. He typically gets a lot more cheers than he deserves. Whatever. It's his home track. I genuinely have a feeling that he's going to be one of the most booed drivers, and it doesn't even matter that it's his home state. Like, he's got that just insufferable to this point.
Yeah. Are you ready to move on to Cup?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. So, on to the Daytona 500. Kyle Busch sits on the pole starting off. He had a really good car.
Yeah.
Like, all day. I mean, there was times where he got shuffled to the back, but I mean, he was in contention.
Yeah.
For a good bit, I felt like.
He'll be in contention for 2 weeks, and then we'll go back to reality.
We'll see. Sorry, y'all. So Noah Gragson starts from the rear, and the reason why I said this is because he was using his hand to manipulate the air out of the window net. This is a new rule during qualifying. You can't do that anymore. This is the first person we've seen try to do it, and
the last. They interviewed him, and he was just like, I straight up forgot about the rule.
Yeah, honestly, like
the most Noah Gragson thing to do.
I could see that. So that's like kind of the big beforehand kind of things. Around lap 2, a third lane starts, and and it's led by none other than Mr. Christopher Bell, Mr. White Bread. We have our first caution with BJ McLeod. Go figure. I'm joking. I'm joking. He spins in turn 4 from 24th and makes contact with Tyler Reddick, Justin Allgaier, William Byron. Sorry, he makes contact with Tyler Reddick. Justin Allgaier and William Byron also make wall contact, while Casey Mears, Noah Gragson hit each other, avoiding the accident. Byron, Gragson, and Allgaier come to pit for repairs. By lap 8 from this caution, all lead lap cars pit except for Kyle Busch.
Like, what are we doing?
Yes, I was like, brother,
when he pulled back up on the track,
I was like, no.
The next car you see come into frames Hocevar, and I was like, oh yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Pit.
Yeah.
Like, it's a 500-mile race.
It was lap 8.
Lap 8 is not when we go off strategy and try something different. You're going to run out of gas before the rest of the pack.
Yeah.
You're going to go pit, and then the rest of the pack's going to fly by you, and you're going to be a lap down. So congratulations.
Yeah. So by lap 12, Joey Logano takes the lead from Kyle Busch. Lap 27, we have none other than John Hunter Nemechek. I guess it was his turn. No, yes, it was his turn to be the legacy car for this week.
Yeah. He's good at drafting tracks.
Yeah. No, I mean, like how we talked about last season, how it seems like legacy shows up. One of them shows up one race, the next one is the next one.
So with that being said, we're picking Eric. No, I'm just kidding.
We are now becoming the biggest Eric Jones and John Hunter Nemechek fans that have ever existed. This is now a legacy Motor Club podcast.
No,
that's a joke. Anyway, so by lap 37, we see the first effect of the wind that they kept talking about.
The wind was crazy.
Yes. So at this point, when you're watching it, you didn't really see Kyle Busch get loose, but he did. And then you just saw Brad going like, it looked like he was going to pit. And
at 200 miles an hour.
And so, but it was the wind coming out off of coming over by 3 and 4 that caused him to get so loose. And it was, I don't know if it ever was put on record or not, but I think it was like the windiest Daytona 500 that's ever happened. Or
that's what the booth was saying. I don't know if there is a way, or if there were, or if they.
I guess the highest mile per hour on the winds. I don't know. Either way, very windy Daytona 500. Stage 1 went to Zane Smith.
Good stage 1.
Yeah, solid. I mean, the only caution we had was BJ McLeod.
Something breaking on the car.
Yeah. So Gragson finishes the stage in 10th, but runs out of gas, and Josh Berry helps push it back to the pits, does his best Lightning McQueen impression, pushing the King back. I mean, not saying that. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cindric ends up taking the lead from Blaney on the restart. Once again, I'm dyslexic. Blake, you're not, right? Or not that you know of, at least.
I don't think I am.
Okay. So sometimes I type things and it doesn't come out right. Anyways.
I'm built incorrectly. I'm just not sure why yet.
Yeah. We'll find out. Next week on the Checker Chat, live from Blake's doctor's visit. Okay, where are we? Lap 85. Connor Zilic and Justin Allgaier make contact off turn 4. Battling for second, and a chain reaction occurs. Cody Ware gets sideways and hits Connor Zilic, who spins Chase Briscoe. Ty Gibbs also spins. Chase Briscoe gets hit by Austin Dillon because Austin Dillon said, oh my gosh, there goes my buddy in the Bass Pro Shop car. I better go catch him. And then he went to go get him.
Which, in all seriousness, he shot down pit road.
Yeah.
And then all you saw from his in-car was smoke. So, like, you have no way of knowing where the 19 is, and then you guess, and, the guess was wrong.
Yeah, big time wrong. All the cars involved were Ross Chastain, Austin Dillon, Briscoe, Todd Gilliland, Justin Allgaier, Cody Ware, Ty Gibbs, Corey Heim, and Connor Zilic.
Which, Connor Zilic got absolutely robbed.
Yeah.
Because, like, you listen to the radio, and he's like, where are they taking me? And they tow him behind the wall, and then they finally talk him down to just drop in the car. And Randall Burnett's like, there's literally just a hole in the grill. Like, why are we behind the wall? Like, this can be fixed on pit road and sent back out there. He ended up 4 laps down and never stood a fighting shot for the rest.
No,
not that he was going to win, but, like, I think he would have done decent.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree. So lap 92 on the restart, Ross Chastain takes the lead. Lap 98, holy shit, SVG has learned ovals, and we're all screwed. So he ends up taking the lead. Not saying that he has learned ovals entirely, but
I was waiting to see how this went.
if
He has been known to lead at drafting tracks.
true, very true. But
he's learned big ovals.
yes, he's got the big ovals. He just needs the tiny ovals, and the mid-size ones.
Breaking.
I do think that if SVG does get good on all ovals,
Oh my god.
we might as well just call it the SVG.
No, I'm not at that
league.
point with Zilich. Like, I think Zilich is gonna
SVG
it's just gonna be
versus
the Trackhouse
Zilich. Yeah, the
series.
Trackhouse series. And Ross Chastain's just there.
He's like, sweet. I'm
Yeah.
the worst driver on the team
Yeah.
now. Never saw this coming.
How did this happen? So, lap 124, there's a caution. Denny Hamlin and Justin Allgaier make contact and spin in the tri-oval, battling for the lead, triggering a multi-car crash. Total cars involved. Good Lord Almighty. Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric, Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, William Byron, Todd Gilliland, Riley Herbst, Zane Smith, Justin Allgaier, Cole Custer, John Hunter Nemechek, Eric Jones, Alex Bowman, Ty Gibbs, Corey Heim, Michael McDowell, and SVG. Jesus Christ. I don't think I have read that many names since the Atlanta summer race last year when that was... Yeah, this
ended Bowman's day.
Yeah.
This
ended Allgaier's day.
Yeah.
I mean...
It was like 90% Allgaier's fault.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm still, like, I know he said, it's all my fault. I blocked too late. Valid, fair, yes. But also, what are you doing as Denny Hamlin taking the run where, like, you could maybe fit somewhere between half to a quarter of a car up there?
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't a car-sized hole there. But, again, 90 to 95% of this is on Allgaier because that was a horrible block and it was thrown way too late. What are you doing up there? I mean, that's just the little 5%, we'll call it, of that wreck. Like, obviously, Denny Hamlin's not in the wrong there, but, like, it's just one of those, like...
I would say it's like a 85-15.
I mean, I just don't want to put too much on Denny because, like, it's... But you kind of have to put a little bit because it's lap 124. You're a little over halfway done. We still haven't had the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like it's a little early to take, like, why
that
not just shoot
shot,
the middle?
yeah,
But again, I mean, it is what it is. I still, that was predominantly, mostly, almost 100% Allgaier's fault.
So let's see here. Lap 136 on the restart, Bubba and Corey Heim are on the front row, and Bubba ends up getting the lead off of it. By lap 158, it's become basically a three-way battle between Bubba, Heim, and Bell, and the rest of... Battle, yeah.
Air quotes.
And the rest of the field is just fuel saving.
My God. Just small rant.
Okay.
This could have been such a good start to finish Daytona 500 until we ran 3 wide parade laps at 50% throttle because, well, we can't make it to the end of the race. Let's just ride around.
Yeah.
And then Brad, who I wish was closer to the front on both occasions, that there were, like, the first time there started being a little bit of fuel saving, it didn't really last that long. It was fine. That one was whatever. But every time he's like, can we not just push one of them far enough out, take the run, and start going?
Yeah.
Like, take stage breaks away.
Yeah.
Like, these races would be so much better if they raced the whole time.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have the person. So now all you want them to do is get in a single file train around the top of the track when they want to save gas. No, I don't really want any of it. I mean, I know there's no way to make everybody go 100% every lap, not save a little bit of fuel, but it is very, very annoying. And it's way worse when they're 3 wide parade laps, gridlocked, nobody can go anywhere. Like, at least if you ran single file around the top, people can pull out, people can make runs, whatever. But, like, when they just gridlock the whole field and they're like, yeah, we're all saving.
Yeah.
And then, 2, if you're the ones leading, you're going to need more gas than the people at the back. You're burning more. Like, the math doesn't math with that. It kind of ruins the races. And that's why Atlanta's the best drafting track, because you can't do that there.
Yeah.
They don't do that there.
Yeah.
You listen to every driver talk about Atlanta, And the second that you like start chilling, that you're like, boom, there you go, you got passed. Like, it's aggressive, nonstop, whole time.
Mhm.
Best track on the circuit. No, this is not paid. I wish they would pay me to
Yeah,
advertise
that'd
for
be
them.
sick.
But it just, how boring, like, is that? To like, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong, but like, you can tell that they're going 2.5, 3 seconds slower a lap. Like, it ruins part of the race.
Yeah. No, I agree. Let's see. Lap 192, you have a caution for Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin making contact, battling near 11th, exiting turn 4, causing both to hit the outside wall. Corey Heim, Eric Jones, and Ryan Preece also make contact with the wall behind them.
This ends Bell's day.
Ends Bell's
Let's
day.
go.
This is where I've seen what I thought was going to be like the goated call of this whole race was Michael McDowell staying out. I was like, he doesn't have to pit under green. He's deemed, your leader.
Yeah.
I
mean, that was his only shot at winning. And
and I was like, oh my God, it paid off. How in the world did it pay off? And
we know what Travis Peterson, I believe, is his crew chief. Like, he's a big gambler. Like, they did not practice that car before qualifying. They set it up the same way they set the car up for Talladega when he sat on the pole last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's going to be the one to make those risks. You look back to Texas last year, he stayed, everybody else pitted.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a shot, why not go for it?
Yeah.
Like, put yourself in the position.
Where I say, oh my gosh, this is such a great call. And then I remember it's, 5 laps to go and Michael McDowell's in the lead and they're about to have a restart. So we're going to see what happens here.
Yeah. I mean, the aggression just gets turned to 11.
Yeah. So lap 197 on the restart. Michael McDowell leads from the outside. Reddick on the inside. Tyler Reddick gets the lead in turn 1 and he and William Byron clear the field. In turn 2, Tyler Reddick tries to block both lanes, allowing Michael McDowell to go to the outside. Byron and Reddick and McDowell run 3 wide for the lead off of turn 4. Lap 198, Michael McDowell and Carson Hocevar clear the field in turn 1. Joey Logano, who restarted 14th, surges to 4th on the backstretch. Michael McDowell and Carson Hocevar lead the field off of turn 4. Lap 199. Carson Hocevar gets a great run off of the backstretch and passes Michael McDowell for the lead. Hocevar is leading at the white flag. Oh my gosh, he is about to win his first race ever, and it's going to be the Daytona 500. This is going to be awesome. And then this is where another long and drawn-out thing. Lap 200.
Last lap.
Last lap of the race. Deep breath. Okay. Exiting the tri-oval, Eric Jones bumps Carson Hocevar, sending him into the shadow realm, causing Hocevar to spin, which triggers a multi-car crash, collects Hocevar, Eric Jones, Michael McDowell, John Hunter Nemechek, Ty Dillon, Ryan Blaney, Cole Custer, Corey Heim, Jimmy Johnson, Ross Chastain, Ryan Preece, AJ Allmendinger, Ty Gibbs, and then Chase Elliott emerges the leader. And then I'm thinking, oh my God, Chase Elliott has never won Daytona 500. Are we about to see him finally win? And all of the Dawsonville pool room thought the same thing.
And then you look at the bottom of the track and you see the red, white, and blue Exalta 24, or I think it was Exalta.
Yeah.
And then I get sick to my stomach because I'm like, are you kidding me? We're going to have this dude 3 years in a row back into a Daytona 500?
Yeah. Good God, where was I in this? Okay, Chase Elliott emerges the leader on the backstretch, but Tyler Reddick gets a huge run in turn 4 and moves from 3rd to 2nd, then gets alongside Chase Elliott for the lead, entering the tri-oval. Coming to the checkered flag, Tyler Reddick pulls ahead as a crash collects Brad Keselowski, Riley Herbst. Basically, Riley Herbst decided to block and threw an awful block, which turned him, collects Joey Logano, I already said Brad Keselowski, Chase Elliott, who it just hooked him into the wall, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Tyler Reddick wins by 0.308 seconds over Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and your winner is none other than the leprechaun himself, Tyler Reddick.
Yeah. So unpacking the last lap.
Jesus Christ.
Genuinely, I was like, okay, Hocevar.
Dear agony.
Yeah. I mean, it was good, but it was bad at the same time, depending on who you were a fan of.
Yeah.
I mean, how lucky though. Joey Logano was in every wreck, hit everything but the pace car.
Yeah.
Byron hit everything but the pace car. Like, you have people like that who just almost backed into a Daytona 500.
Yeah.
You have somebody, really whoever won that at this point backed into the Daytona 500. Whether,
yeah,
no matter how
if we're
going to
be real, I mean, what's up with Reddick winning super speedways by backing into wins?
Yeah, and which I will say, if it wasn't for that fuel saving, I think you would have seen some of these people be players anyway.
Yeah.
Because, like, you just get gridlocked and you run at wherever you're stuck at forever. Zane Smith was well within his right to not push Chase. They came off 4 and he said, I'm going to back up and I'm going to try to pick up something from somebody else. Now, where I think he made the bonehead move is he disconnected that early, thinking a Toyota was going to pick him up in a Ford. To me, if I'm Zane Smith, I'm pushing Chase until right about where, like, pit road entry, start of the tri-oval, and I'm just darting out and taking my run and hoping for it. If we both wreck, whatever. But you keep pushing him, y'all are the 2-car breakaway for the end. It is 1v1. I take my chances with that any day.
Yeah.
Brad Keselowski calling Riley Herbst out was laughable.
Yeah.
Because, like, I like Brad now more than ever. I've never really, like, loved him or been the biggest fan, but, like, he's better now in his older age. But, like, that's the worst block you've ever seen in your whole entire life. Do you not go back and watch film of yourself?
Yeah.
Like, do we need to pull up Michael McDowell at Talladega? Like, there's so many. It's just, there's going to be a stupid block at the end. Yes, it took you out. No, you were not going to win the Daytona 500 if he did not throw that block. I really hate to rain on your parade, but you were that far back, you didn't have a shot.
Yeah.
It was going to be a good close finish between Chase and Reddick, but Reddick was still going to win.
Yeah.
Did Riley Herbst stand a chance?
No.
Riley Herbst just wrecked everybody else. Maybe even, I mean, this is just me being funny. Don't put stock in this, but maybe even intentionally. Honestly, I'm being funny.
Yeah.
But, like, there's a small sliver where, like, you're like, would you not be a great teammate if you just junked everybody else that had a shot? I mean, I will say now with the new points, how refreshing was it, though, that the interview wasn't, and you've locked yourself in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Welcome to the playoff. No, you won the Daytona 500. That's it.
It's giving more stock into the
Chase
winnings.
Elliott. The hood is on the windshield. Pieces from under the hood on, like, the air filter on top of the motor launched into the air like Ryan Preece normally gets launched into by the end.
Oh yeah, we made it to the end of the Daytona 500 and Ryan Preece didn't end up an astronaut. So,
but he has to be iconic.
Yes.
He finished backwards.
Yes, while Reddick is out
celebrating.
Yeah, that was funny.
Like, Chase Elliott gets destroyed, finishes 4th, still sits 3rd in the points.
Yeah.
Would he still sit good in the points under the old standings? Yes, I'm aware. But how much you think about that? No, you didn't win. Yeah, you lost out on some points. But, like, you really, when were you up front and dominating and thought you had the race won? The last lap?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it sucks you haven't won it. Yeah, it sucks being a fan of him watching it. But, like, I was still happy that he got junked at the end and finished 4th. He didn't get junked going into 1 like Hocevar and them that all finished, like, in the 20s.
Yeah.
He, like, other than Ricky Stenhouse, who finished kind of, like, sideways saving the car.
Yeah.
Everybody else that finished right there finished backwards, destroyed.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Crazy finish.
So your top 10, Tyler Reddick winning, Ricky Stenhouse in 2nd, Joey Logano in 3rd, Chase Elliott in 4th, Brad Keselowski in 5th, Zane Smith in 6th, Chris Buescher in 7th, Riley Herbst in 8th, Josh Berry in 9th, and Bubba Wallace in 10th.
Oh, also, big shout out to Bubba.
Yeah.
He was pretty mature about everything. He lifted and costed himself spots in turn 4 rather than just completely running over William Byron and causing a 2nd or 3rd wreck on the last lap. I mean, I don't think he knew that Reddick was winning at that point or had a good shot to win. Maybe he did. I don't know. But he didn't run over Byron and cause another wreck. He feathered the gas. He brought it home. He didn't destroy it. And then his post-race interview, while yes, I do think that if a 2311 car didn't win, it probably was going to be your pretty standard Bubba Wallace, poor, pitiful me, blame everybody else kind of interview. But he was like, let me not bring the mood down. And overall, somebody got to him PR-wise, and it's helping him out a little bit. And I mean, I don't like the guy, but you got to give credit where credit's due. So
valid. Yeah.
Congrats. Shout out.
Yeah. So what would you give this race 1 to 10? I know we talked about doing this when we did I think it was the Clash episode. I think I would say we'll just go by halves. I'll just say 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like, I'm going to give this a 8.3. Like,
Yeah, I was about to say like 8.2, but I would say 8 for sure. I think if they could fix some of the fuel saving stuff, that would definitely help a lot. But I mean, we've been saying that with super speedways for
the whole next year era.
Literally. I mean, that's about it. But yeah, so solid Daytona 500, solid kickoff to the season.
Yeah.
But we're headed to my highlight of the year. I was talking to Mal about this. For some reason, there is something about this spring air quotes, it's February, winter Atlanta race that just like gets me hyped. It might just be the fact that it's really the second race of the year pretty much every year.
Yeah.
But it is just something about it, just this specific one. Like I get so pumped for, and it's this weekend, and we will be there. Saturday, we're sitting, come find us. Front row, literally like
147.
Yeah, 147-ish. And we'll be in the fan zone, and we're going to be, that's true.
Because we're going to go in for Cup qualifying and just fully immerse ourselves in
we're in the fan zone, either before or after. Sorry, guys. Anyways, I'm moving, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Come find me. Do it. And on to Atlanta. Do you want to hit them with these? Sorry, we said where we're sitting Saturday. Where are we sitting Sunday?
I don't know.
140 something, I think. Also, maybe. I don't know. Either way, come find us. Come say hey. Yeah, come get some trading cards. Anyways, on to past next gen winners at Atlanta.
All right. So starting it off, 2022, William Byron in the first race of the year and Chase Elliott in the summer race. 2023, Joey Logano in the first race of the year with William Byron in the summer race. 2024, Daniel Suarez in the famous 3-wide photo finish.
The first race I ever went to, by the way.
And then Joey Logano in the summer.
Boo.
Yeah. 2025, Christopher Bell.
Boo.
Yeah, which, I mean, if we could have just had some better officiating, he would not have won that race.
Yeah.
And then the summer, Chase Elliott.
Woo.
So now you have a 3-way tie when it comes to people that have won twice in the next gen era. William Byron, Chase Elliott, and Joey Logano. William Byron feels like an afterthought at this point because all his success was early.
Yeah.
Joey's kind of in the middle, and Chase is kind of the bookend so far of like he won in the first year and then the most recent year now.
It's kind of funny how when it comes to our picks, we didn't pick any of those 3 to win.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think this year it's going to be a shakeup, in my opinion. I think the racing is going to be a little bit different, just with seeing how the track has aged, and then also with the playoff format, I think.
Yeah, I think overall it's hard. Like, I feel like we'll have better ideas of who to pick for the second one.
Yeah,
because we'll kind of have a feel of how the track's going to race. Because if you don't know, when they repaved Atlanta, they repaved it like with a special like mix where it wears faster. So they're going to have to repave Atlanta more, but Atlanta is going to go through different phases.
Yeah,
and it makes it so good.
Yeah.
So we'll get into Cup drivers that are also going to be racing in the lower series races this weekend. You have Kyle Busch in the Spire number 7 truck, Ty Dillon in the 25 Ram Colleague truck, Ricky Stenhouse in the 45 truck for Nice again. You have John Hunter Nemechek in the 62 for Hallmark Friesen again, and you have I said John Hunter Nemechek?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought for some reason in my head I just mixed up. Okay, Carson Hocevar in the 77 for Spire. I thought I mixed those two up for some reason.
Do we know what scheme Hocevar's running on this? I just
go look. I'm not sure, but I don't think it's the IKEA. It's the Delaware Life.
Oh
thing.
Yeah, you're right. I saw that.
Yeah.
I wish it was the IKEA and Best Buy car.
Yeah.
That car is so cool.
Cody Ware, like we already talked about, will be in the 30 car for Barrett Cope Racing in the O'Reilly Series, and Ross Chastain in the 32 car for Jordan Anderson Racing in the O'Reilly Series.
It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a packed day. Remember, guys, it's a double header on Saturday. So that's like what? Trucks start at 1:30 and
Xfinity starts at 5.
Yeah.
Weather permitting.
Yeah. Hopefully we're not absolutely freezing our tails off like we were last year.
Saturday is going to be warm compared to
Sunday.
Sunday's
going to be
cold day.
Yeah. And but it's not going to be as bad as it was last year.
Yeah.
I remember last year, this race, we were freezing. It was so bad. Either freezing at an Atlanta race or you're sweating your ass off, one or the other. But so we've got some paint schemes.
We do.
We do. This is a fun part. You guys know we do this every single week. Blake, your favorite? Well, actually, I'll just say our favorite because we both picked the same one. If you think this car looks bad, then go to the eye doctor, I guess. I don't know. Ross Chastain's Wendy's car this week looks freaking dope. I mean, the big braided red hair going down the side and then the checkerboard gradient going on it. It looks so dope.
It's not my favorite Wendy scheme that they've ever had.
My favorite one is the Twisted Frosty one.
That one was cool. I liked the Biggie Bag cars that Gregson ran too. But like ultimately,
hold on, did you just say Biggie Back?
Biggie Bag.
I swear to God, you said Biggie Back.
No, yes, the Biggie Back car.
The big back cars.
The Biggie Bag cars that, that's what it was. That Gregson ran at Talladega. But what I'm getting at with that is I don't think Wendy's has missed yet on a paint scheme.
Yeah, no, I agree. And even like some of my lower favorites of like the Saucy Nugs car.
Yeah.
Like it was still good. I just think it's one of the worst ones they've done.
Yeah.
But it's still good, you know. So, Blake, your least favorite?
I'm going with Austin Cindric's Auto Trader car. Because I used to really like the Auto Trader cars. But this is the most bland, the most boring, like thrown together Auto Trader car that I've ever seen.
No, I agree. I mean, y'all know normally I'm a big Penske fan.
The orange is gonna look cool, but that's all the car is orange.
It's an orange car. I think that also kind of ties into why my least favorite is my least favorite. My least favorite is Stenhouse's Chef Boyardee car. It's just
I don't hate it.
It's just red with the Chef Boyardee logo on it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's boring. It's a red car. I mean, I like red cars, but I don't know. I just think there's more they could have done with this, personally. That's how I feel.
I like how week one we went with a car that was way too complex and overly designed to now it's just like,
boring.
Whoa.
Where's
the rest of this?
Where's the rest of you?
They just turned in what they had done.
Yeah, their mom went and got them the poster board before the project was due, and they just turned in the poster board with a sticker in the center of it.
They took the famous, hey, Mom, I need a poster board for my project. Oh,
it's nerdy the night before.
The awkward car ride to Walmart while she's pissed at you.
Yeah.
I took a few of those.
I've done a few of those too. Yep. Sorry, Mom. Anyways, so that wraps up our paint scheme section of the week. And then we have picks for who we think are going to win Atlanta.
Your truck pick is shocking to me.
Yeah, but okay, I guess since you brought it up, I'll go first. I went with none other than Carson Hocevar. I wanted to go with Busch, but I don't. With Hocevar being in the race, I don't know. I think it's going to be Hocevar versus Busch, and it's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I do. You're going to have to give a little credit where credit's due and throw John Hunter Nemechek also into that equation.
That's true. I forgot he's running in this one. Even though you just said it.
I do think it'll be like a Hocevar versus Busch when it comes down to it, and I'm also picking Hocevar.
Yeah, good move. Who you got on O'Reilly's?
Justin Allgaier.
I really hope that happens because if my pick to win wins...
I'm also sticking with my guns and saying that I will not pick Austin Hill even if it costs me points and everything when it's all said and done. Like, I don't like him. I don't respect him. I don't care. I'm not picking him.
I went with Austin Hill, and if he wins, I'm blowing my shit smooth off.
So much for the family-friendly aspect.
Hey, you said you were keeping it family-friendly. I didn't say anything. Anyways, so I went with Austin Hill, and I really hope that doesn't happen, because I don't want to sit through another Austin Hill win. So who you got on Cup?
Alex Bowman.
I could see it.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think he gets the credit that he deserves from last year's race.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets the credit he deserves in general.
Yeah.
But last year's Atlanta race, I definitely don't think he gets the credit that he deserves because your two cars that had the best shot at winning it really felt like Chase or Bowman.
Yeah.
And when they would get to racing, that brought Brad into the equation.
Yeah.
Brad also had a good shot to win it. Those were your three, I guess you could say. But when it came down to it, when it was all said and done, Bowman had a couple opportunities to make a move on Chase, but he played the teammate card.
Yeah.
And he didn't help Brad. He helped Chase. He didn't make a move on Chase, and he made a move on Brad that costed him a chance at winning.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to
agree.
go with Bowman.
It's a good move. I am going with none other than Carson Hocevar. I think he's came really close at Atlanta before.
He should have won last spring, winter, whatever we're calling it.
Yeah. And I want to see him come through and get that first Cup win.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's going to win.
I'd be fine with either of those.
Yeah. I can't complain with Bowman either.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Anything else for this episode? This has been a really long one. I feel like I can't tell
I don't
what
think
it
it's
says
been
from
that
here.
bad.
I don't know.
No, I think that's pretty much it. If you're coming out to Atlanta, obviously if you see us, say hey, say what's up.
We don't bite, even though we may look like it. We don't, I promise.
Message us if you're coming out. We'll answer. We'll find a way to meet up with you, say what's up, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's just hope we keep the year going on a good start so far.
Yeah. I hope we can keep up what we've started with Daytona, in my opinion. For most of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, note to self, if there's a caution out, don't wreck 15 seconds after it happens.
I don't think we're going to have that issue.
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing around. Anyways, guys, is that all we got?
Yeah.
That's all we got for this week.
That is all.
Oh, my gosh. All right. So, this week it's actually written down. I'm Justin.
I'm still Blake.
You still are?
Yeah.
Dang. No, I'm joking. This has been the Checkered Chat. You guys can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, like, comment, subscribe on there, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and you can't forget it, Audible. And we will be at Atlanta this weekend. We will be hanging out with you guys. Come say hey. Come find us in the fan zone. Find us in the stands. Find us wherever. Anyways, we will see you guys next week after Atlanta.